With schools and colleges all around the world taking their courses online, there's much talk these days of the digital divide, by which we generally mean either the gap between generations in their use of digital technology, or, perhaps more often, the gap between the technological haves and the have-nots.
There are students who don't have access to a computer, or they have one family computer that's rather old, and they may or may not have complete access to using it, or it's in a public space where they could be distracted by the mother doesn't want to be seen cooking in the background or something like that when the student can't get online.
Long term, though, the digital divide may be the very opposite from what we're experiencing at the moment. It's a standing joke among academics that, from the point of view of the admin staff, a perfect campus is one where there are neither students nor professors. And that is precisely what the pandemic has produced. In the end, though, this may lead to even greater inequality than before, as Tom and Gregory explain.
Thread that we were talking about, the university administrations just consuming this whole idea and getting to that ideal, again, of the perfect campus without students or professors to bother with. And at that time, I'm going to talk to you guys, and let's call our friends, and let's see if we can raise some venture capital. And what we're going to do is start this new innovative school where we have dormitories on campus. Students come, they meet the professors, there's campus activities, you can meet friends, you might be able to get a date, all kinds of good things can happen. Student activities, maybe having a little drink with the professor and talking about his life. And people would pay lots and lots of money for that, wouldn't they, from the wealthy families, to send their kids to that kind of environment, to hobnob with other kids from similar family backgrounds. Right?
Yeah, that's right. So you'll have a university where you can meet people face to face for those who are willing to pay a much, much higher price. And for the lower classes, they will be relegated to using their own homes as their classroom. Yeah, that's a possibility.
Yes, that's it. It could be a class distinction that high tech becomes low class, mm-hmm. and low tech becomes high class.
Right.
That would be a possible outcome.
Actually, the level of access that people have to you on the internet says something about your level in society. You try to get actually in touch with somebody who's at a high level of power in an organization or an institution. You can't find their email easily. You can't get to them. But for other people, it's easy to get to them almost immediately, access them, and for them to be accessed. I would imagine that you have a situation where the special people actually have FaceTime with the experts. And the other people can have a lower price, but they're also getting a much lower quality of education at the same time.
Yeah, and not only that, the access that you get through, if you're in an elite school, the access that you have in whatever profession you want to get through knowing a professor who can write a recommendation, who can make a phone call, who can have some tea with this other, it just opens doors. It is so conducive to, whatever it is, actualizing your potential in the world, or getting your foot in the door, networking or whatnot.
Certainly. And the social skills that students would learn by actually being in the class with each other and with the teachers.
Distance learning, the Open University and so on, has always been regarded as a poor cousin to the experience of actually being on campus, going to lectures and meeting the professors. In the context of the pandemic and the scramble to conduct courses online, we should be wary of creating a culture whereby, in the longer term, online learning becomes the norm for the less privileged, while the old school tie network becomes even stronger among the elite.